Hello. Today is Monday, July 22nd, 2024. This is the Sideshow, and I'm Theodore Parker. In this area of the country, coming to you from Lexington, Kentucky. Currently, we're experiencing a light rain, and the temperature is at 68 degrees, going up to 84 degrees today. Wet weekend ahead for the eastern U.S. Expect Tuesday to be the next dry day and a little cooler than yesterday by 3 degrees. Today, sunrise was at 6:32 a.m. and sunset at 8:56 p.m. Wind 4 miles per hour and the AQI is good at 43. Pollen is high. As I said, this is the Sideshow. I'm Theodore Parker. And if you're watching the Sideshow on Facebook and Instagram, don't forget to like, comment, and share. Talk about it on WhatsApp. If you're watching the Sideshow on YouTube, like, comment, share, and subscribe. The Sideshow coffee cup, 11-ounce black ceramic, dishwasher safe, good for all beverages, hot and cold. Sideshow logo on it. Buy it from me for $17 plus shipping and handling. Pay me through Cash App, $TR Parker 1. So if you're like me, this is one of those weekends where no matter who you you probably are experiencing your fair share of first-time events. So, to give an example, it used to be that if, say, at a family reunion you met new relatives and you exchanged addresses, the comment would be, well, if you want to come visit, just come on, just write me and let me know when you want to come. Now, an example, and you would just pick up a paper map and follow the directions to the routes and get to their house. Nowadays, you have people on the phone saying, "Where are you? I don't see you." They say, "Here I am, over here waving." So goes communications. Thursday night, I went to turn on the TV and I had no service. So I didn't pay it very much attention and decided Friday, I think it was in the afternoon, I called back and said I didn't have service for my TV. And they did a suitable series of troubleshooting. And finally I said, well, there's been a global outage. And the person on the phone said, "Oh, let me connect you with tech department." Sure enough, within seconds, minutes at least, the TV was back on. So you probably were as surprised as I was when I found out that there had been a global outage in regards to our tech services in various areas. And surprisingly enough, all of this was somewhat related to the cloud. So here it went. Microsoft CrowdStrike issue causes largest IT outage in history. Businesses worldwide grapple with an ongoing major IT outage Friday as financial services and doctors' offices were disrupted, while some TV broadcasters went offline. Air travel has been hit particularly hard, with planes grounded, services delayed, and airports issuing advice to passengers. Not to be the one to bring up things, but there's a Hollywood movie starring Bruce Willis where one of the cast members is supposed to be a cybersecurity expert, and he calls up the word fire sale, where everything in the infrastructure is out. Let me continue. The outage comes as cybersecurity giant CrowdStrike experienced a major disruption early Friday following an issue with a recent tech update. CrowdStrike CEO George Kurtz has since said that the company is actively working with customers impacted by a defect found in a single content update for Windows Host, addressing that adding that Mac and Linux hosts were not affected. This is not a security incident or cyber attack. The issue has been identified, isolated, and a fix has been deployed, he said on social media. One expert suggested it might be the largest IT outage in history. Separately, Microsoft Cloud services were restored after an outage, the company said on Friday, even as many users continue to report issues. And the list. FTC Chair Lena Kwan connects outage to competition and fragile systems. Amazon warehouses and internal soft date disrupted by outage. CrowdStrike CEO George Kurtz apologizes for global outage in blog post. Railroad Union Pacific returns to full capacity. Common Spirit Health bringing computers back online one by one, CIO says. Tesla temporarily halts production at some manufacturing facilities after outage. Outage hit Starbucks. Mobile ordering causes chaos at stores. Can't do without my coffee. More than 4,000 flights canceled globally due to outage, data shows. Time lapse shows how air traffic over the U.S. was impacted by global IT outage. Microsoft CEO says company working closely with CrowdStrike. Tired travelers cope and drink. Travelers stuck this morning at JFK Airport in New York met the delays with resignation, weariness, and a need to hit the bar. U.S. securities regulators are monitoring the situation as impacted stocks pair losses. CrowdStrike headed for worst week since November 2022. Shares were down 9% on Friday, pulling the stock down by nearly 16% week to date. Drug maker Amgen is working to recover impacted systems. Epic Systems says outage is preventing some health organizations from assessing some patient records. United Airlines ground stop lifted for all flights. England's National Health Service says majority of general practitioners disrupted. Secretary Buttigieg expects transportation delays to be resembling normal by Saturday. CrowdStrike CEO apologizes, says that outage is not related to cybersecurity. Federal Reserve says critical systems are operating normally. Now, that was globally. And how many of you, when you think of the word cloud, think up? Somewhere up there is a cloud and all that information just goes up into it. Well, here's another surprise update for you. It's not the cloud, it's not up there. Microsoft finds underwater data centers are reliable, practical, and use energy sustainably. And this is from September 14, 2020. Microsoft's Project Natick team deployed the Northern Isles data center 117 feet deep to the seafloor in spring of 2018. For the next 2 years, team members tested and monitored the performance and reliability of data center servers. The team hypothesized that a sealed container on the ocean floor provide ways to improve the overall reliability of data centers. On land, corrosion from oxygen and humidity, temperature fluctuations, and bumps and jostles from people who replace broken components are all variables that can contribute to equipment failure. We were pretty impressed at how clean it was, actually, said Spencer Fowers, a principal member of technical staff for Microsoft's Special Projects Research Group. It did not have a lot of hard marine growth on it. It was mostly sea scum. As we are moving from generic cloud computing to cloud and edge computing, we see more and more need to have smaller data centers located closer to customers instead of these large warehouses. Data centers out in the middle of nowhere, Fowers said. More than half the world's population lives within 120 miles of the coast. By putting data centers underwater near coastal cities, data would have a short distance to travel, leading to fast and smooth web surfing, video streaming, and game playing. Question: are there servers under the sea? In total, thousands of servers housed in underwater data centers have been submerged into the Pacific Ocean and Atlantic Ocean. So adjust your thinking. The cloud is no longer up there. And then, if all of this was not enough, Sunday afternoon, I hear the news. Biden ends his 2024 re-election bid and endorses Harris as his replacement to lead the ticket. And just like that, the presidential election process has changed. It was only a few days into his COVID-19 quarantine in Delaware when friends, family, close inner circle had been beseeching him to let the campaign go. Finally got, I guess, some success in that area. It was since he had his debate with Trump and what was touted as a poor performance, then he has been urged to withdraw from the campaign. And indeed, he has had 52 years of service, and in the electoral process from the Senate, including his bid as presidency, because he had decided to retire after his 8 years as vice president with President Obama and the passing of his son, Beau. So, if he were to serve for another term, based on his performance, then there may be some doubt as to his competency. So he steps up and hands the job to Harris. Harris, 59, appeared to be the natural successor, in large part because she is the only candidate who can directly tap into the Biden's campaign war chest, according to federal campaign rules. So the president bids farewell to it after saying probably if there was someone that could run against Trump other than him, probably 50 of them, Biden replied. No, I'm not the only one who can defeat him, but I will defeat him. So in a blog that after touting that he would serve as long as he felt he was able, according to the doctor's decisions, this is the post that he put up, that he would no longer be serving as candidate for the upcoming election. So once he posted that, then his wife, First Lady Jill Biden, set up the same post but added some emojis. And his granddaughter, Naomi Biden, I'm nothing but proud of my pops, she said, as he has served the country with every bit of his soul and with unmatched distinction, and that our world is better today in so many ways thanks to him. So there you have it, the weekend. That's it. Hashtag.